So it hit me. My very first video that I did on Facebook Live. So this just goes to show like how spirit work. Like when we even fighting ourselves, like how the Most High, our guides, our ancestors, universe, whatever, however you want to label it. For me, I say the Most High or source. Anywho, um, it's funny because I was going through a situation, which to me, it felt like a personal situation. That was ego. Oh, the ego's so tricky. So the situation I was going through, I was dealing with a person that had narcissistic tendencies. Okay, strong. So, and it wasn't my first time dealing with this type of energy, but to this extent, it was. To this extent, yes, it was. Anyway, so it was a lot of things, and I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm thankful for that relationship. So I'm not complaining about it. I'm thankful because I learned so much about myself. I tapped into so many of my gifts just because I was utilizing, like, and not purposely, like gifts was coming online because I was just so emotional with that person. Like it was forcing me somewhat to tap into my gifts. And I'm not gonna get into all that, but if you know anything about narcissism and things like that, then you know about like triangulation, love bombing, gaslighting, all that stuff. Because I actually like learned all these terms from this situation. So I'm asking the question to the Most High, like what the fuck is this? What's going on? Like, why would you put me with this person? This person is like this. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not what I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as a relationship, should I say? This is not the type of relationship I want to have. You know what I mean? So why would you put me with somebody that's like incapable of you know what I'm saying, having the type of relationship I want? And immediately after I asked the question, I received my answer. And so I talk to the Most High regular, like how I talk to anybody. I don't talk to the Most High like I'm talking out from Bible scriptures and shit. Like, thou Lord, please. Like, I don't do all that shit. I talk straight up like how I'm talking right now, like straight up. So when I was given the affirmation as to who I was dealing with, what I was dealing with, it slipped out my mouth. Like, before I could even like really just think about it, before I could even just like process it completely, I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that? I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? You know what I'm saying? And I was told to share my experience. I was told to share my experience. Wow. Cause I can't even believe I'm telling this story, but like, and I got to, like, when it's like, when you're being moved, you're being moved. So, anyway, so I did not want to do the video. Okay. I did not want to do this video. Like, I have to stress that because I was in it. Like, a part of it was about that person. I'm not gonna lie. Like, a part was like, damn, I know he gonna see it. You know what I'm saying? But a bigger part was the biggest part was I didn't want to be on camera. Like, I was like, what? Why I gotta do it like this? I just can't type it out. I'm an excellent writer. Like, I write good. Like, why can't I just write it? No, you have to say this. And I was about to go on Facebook. Now, I was kind of bullshitting around. I'm like scrolling. Instead of me getting on there to record, I'm scrolling and all this shit. Like, I can hear, like, so you're not gonna do it? So you're not gonna do it? And I heard the shit and I'm like, fuck. So, I was on there. So let me back up. So I was on there scrolling, and I'm gonna say somebody else that I felt would be affected by the situation, was lurking on my page. And she actually had posted something. Like I said, I don't want to get into all the small details of that. But anyway, whatever it is, it was so many different things that's making me feel like, but it was like physical, like things, like material things, materialization type of things. It wasn't like that inner guidance that I was getting to do it. It wasn't that. It was like everything was external, like telling me like, nope, don't do it. No, you don't want to do that. That's gonna hurt this person's feelings. Like, so I end up doing it anyway. because I feel like I wasn't gonna be like, they wasn't gonna leave me alone about it. Like my guys most had, like, they weren't gonna leave me alone about it. Like, this is something that needs to be shared. And I, after I did it, actually, once I was into doing it, I started to quickly realize like why I was being guided to do it, because there was a lot of people that was out here dealing with this type of energy, and this was like right before it became like the norm to just call somebody a narcissist. Like, as soon as they not doing something, like they doing whatever, it's like, oh, they're a narcissist. So this was like right before that shit became like just so popular or trending, I guess. So like, you know, like people just didn't know what they was dealing with, and everybody has narcissistic tendencies. So let's be clear about that. Everybody has tendencies. It's a different ball game when someone is full out narcissist, because they do not have real emotions. They know how to mimic. They know how to copy. You know what I'm saying? But it's not real emotions. So whatever the case may be, I do the video, and as I'm doing it, like, all these sisters coming into the video like, oh my God, thank you, like, I didn't even know, like, and I'm like, so then it was like, oh, now I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that, had I not listened, who knows? You know what I'm saying? But they was like, yeah, you need to do this. Like, these people, these women don't know you are friends with people that need to hear your voice and need to hear your story, because they know that you're credible. They know you're not going to come on here and lie on nobody. They know you're not trying to come on here and get clubbed. You don't even want to do this shit. So, like, you gotta tell your story. And I didn't like go into like, and I really kind of kept it minimum, because I didn't really want to tell too much about my own personal situation, like what I was going through personally with this motherfucker. But the situation taught me a lot about myself, about life, about my interactions with people. It opened me up to a lot of my gifts, because I was so wrapped up in this being. Like, it was like I couldn't really see outside of it. But that's when you're dealing with narcissists, like, that is the energy that you get in. It is like I really couldn't see outside of, you know, what was going on with me and this being. Like, it was like everything was like kind of centered around that relationship, that situation. Everything was kind of centered around it. So fast forward to now, because I mean, I had to give you the prep, like why I even brought that up, because it's a reason for it. Like, trust me, I am so beyond and past that situation. Like, it ain't even funny. Like, I am like, and then I ain't gonna lie, because I deal with PTSD behind that shit, and a lot of, like, for real. But the reason why it hit me over my head like a minute ago, I was thinking about now, and like how many people I talk to that's like really paranoid, and like I'm talking to people and it's like, and it just really just hit me. Like, it hit me for real. Like, I'm talking to people that I know better, with the things that they're accepting from the media, the things they're accepting from the government, the things like taking vaccines and shit. Like, people that I just would have never ever thought would be like going that route. You know what I'm saying? With this, especially that, because I know some very, and I'm not trying to brag, like, I know some very intelligent beings. You know what I'm saying? I know some very spiritual beings, like that's walking a path, that's on a journey. Like, and I'm not saying that if you take the vaccine, you're not on your journey. Okay, I'm kind of saying that, because if you know what's going on, you're not gonna be down with that shit. But whatever the case may be, it's not even just that. It's like, it's just a lot of different things. The fear, like, you know, it's just really overpowering. It's like, people that I looked at, it was like so confident in what they knew, confident and trusted in the Most High. Like, just kind of like, I don't know about this shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy to me. And so I'm sitting here, like, my children playing at the park. We just like had a little snack, and I'm sitting here and it's just like, and I'm talking to them, and the shit just like start like, and this happens quite often sometimes. This happens quite often. I start getting these downloads, like showing me this, like showing me doing like things that I experienced with this being. Let me put it like that. Things that I experienced with this being. And the word that like just came across, like just popped, it was like in neon fucking writing, like neon letters. like gaslighting. And it just really fucking hit me. Like, these motherfuckers is gaslighting the world. This is like a mass gaslighting. Like, no bullshit. I kid you not. If anybody really know what narcissism is and how it works, how it fucks with your mind, the techniques that's used, it's like, I swear on everything. I swear for 2 chicken wings. Like, on everything. The shit do not vary from the script. Like, the shit be the best. Like, every fucking narcissist, I kid you the fuck not. This is why people, like, they can write books on it, books, because they do the exact same shit. I don't give a fuck if you could tell them. You could tell them and show them, like, hey, this is what they said. And they will still, it's like, because it's hardwired and they can't fucking help it. Like, I swear. Every fucking narcissist does the exact same shit. It may be to different levels, like, of how cold they can be about the shit, but I kid you not, it's the same fucking shit, the same formula every fucking time. It's like mathematics and science. The shit is real. So, boom. Okay. The narcissist, which in this case would be like the government, you know, media, whoever, you know what I'm saying? Well, I can't even say that. The media would be like the flying monkeys, right? Like, and I'm talking in these terms. Look this shit up. Because the government would be the narcissist, or the powers that be, whatever, the higher ups, however the elite, however the fuck, like, people like to call these Illuminati, whatever the hell y'all calling them these days. I'm just gonna say the government for all intents and purposes. Everybody know what I'm talking about when I say the government. But the government would be the narcissist. The flying monkeys would be the media would be the flying monkeys. The flying monkeys are basically like little minions that the government send out to do their little dirty work and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, they push the government's agenda. You know what I'm saying? Either knowingly or unknowingly. They basically just minions. They just do what the government wants them to do. Those are flying monkeys. And now I'm telling you, only reason why I know this shit is because I fucking experienced it through a personal relationship. And it's like I guess it was the only way for me to really truly get it is for it to actually hit that close to home. Like, me to actually, like, be experiencing it, for me to actually just see it this fucking clear. It's the same shit that's going on. So, here go the gaslighting. Gaslighting is when somebody make you question your own thoughts, your own feelings, your own way of being. I'm talking about straight up gaslighting. Will have you thinking, you looking right at the motherfucking sky, and you like, the sky look blue with white clouds, and they like, nah, G, I'm trying to tell you that motherfucker green with purple clouds. You just can't really see like that because from all these years and years and years of so many things that happen, you can't really see it, but the sky really is green and the clouds are purple. And you look at it and you like, well, damn, I do got some family with some issues with their eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so it's like, it makes you question yourself. Like, that may not be the best example, but I'm trying to just, like, give you an example to show you, like, how it works, the process. It's like, it don't matter what you're looking at, what you're seeing. They're going to keep telling you, and they will repeat it until you get on board with it. Like, that's what it's like, classic fucking narcissism. And I'm telling you, this is why motherfuckers so fucked up in the head right now. Like, people don't know where they going or coming. People that you looking at like, hold on, I know you know better. And they like, well, the government said. And they sit up here and it's like, and the cognitive dissonance gets so fucking strong. The cognitive dissonance be so fucking strong in this shit because you fighting yourself. You fighting yourself because of what somebody else telling you or what somebody else told you. It's the craziest shit, but it's the realest shit. Like, this shit is fucking real. It happens. But the government is like, it's basically doing the same fucking shit. Like, they telling you one thing, you know it's something else, and they tell you this, and it makes you feel like you wrong. Like, maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe I'm looking at this fucked up. Well, I don't. And it's also to this thing of, I don't want to go against this and be wrong. Like, what if I say, hey, y'all don't take vaccines, and then they don't take the vaccine, and then they end up something happening to them. Then it's like, you told them don't do it. So it's like, nobody want to, like, be held responsible or accountable for like speaking up and saying like, nah, this shit ain't right. Some fucked up, some fishy about this shit, some kind of weird about this shit. Like nobody want to be held accountable for it, and the government uses that to gaslight you even more. Okay, you ain't gonna say shit. Cool. Whatever it is that you think you got going on, we're gonna amplify that shit. We're gonna show you every fucking day, no matter, you could be doing something that got shit to do with COVID. We're gonna show you this, and then we're gonna talk about this, and then we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, put it in your face. Every fucking website, every fucking thing is some mission, like, so it's just constantly in your face. So this is where they use the media and other platforms to like keep you focused on it. Like, so even if you trying to like get away from like, okay, man, okay, I don't know about this shit. It's like, oh no, the COVID. So fast forward to fast forward again to like now. So now it's like this whole war thing. And now like COVID shit ain't even really like, not saying it's not talked about, because it still is talked about most definitely, but it's not like how it was. Now they like, oh, we opening up things now, and we taking off the mask mandates here and there. So now it's like, yeah, because now they got something else to, you know what I'm saying, pump into you to have you fearing and all this shit. The government is fucking gaslighting the government is fucking narcissists. They gaslighting the fucking, like, I'm telling you, look this shit up. Look up narcissists. Like, I'm not even gonna get into every fucking thing like that, because I said enough right now. But look up narcissism. Look it up. And then apply it. Like, don't apply it to like just a single relationship, because that's what I was doing. Like, I had that experience because it was like a prerequisite, like, for me to know what's going on right now. But I still wasn't catching on, because I wasn't giving a fuck about this shit like this. Like, not trying to be funny, but I wasn't. What's going on? It's like, okay, you know what it is. You know what experience you had. Somebody else may be getting bits and pieces, but may not be putting it all together. So share it. Like, it ain't gonna hurt you to share with, just because you like, man, I don't want to talk about this shit, fuck this shit, I don't know why these motherfuckers spend all this shit. Just because you feel like that don't mean that other people, like, that they don't need to know some of the things that you're being downloaded with or uploaded with, however you want to put it. And that shit, like, when it hit me today, like, this shit was like a big ass fucking light bulb, but like, the government is straight up fucking gaslighting us. They using their little fucking flying monkeys. Like, I'm telling you, look this shit up, and it's like textbook fucking narcissism. What the government is doing right now is textbook narcissism. Textbook narcissism. I'm talking about, like, to the fucking letter. Every fucking thing they doing, all the steps they taking, how they involving other people, and like the triangulation, like, all this shit is fucking textbook. The government is fucking narcissists, Joe. Like, they gaslighting us. They fucking gaslighting us. And I'm telling you, the effects from that shit, when you, and this the scary part about it, for just people in general. Because if we don't fucking get a handle on this shit, the same thing go back to the generational curses, right? If we don't get a handle on this shit and fix this shit within ourselves, our children will be dealing with the backlash of this shit. When I tell you, narcissism is not the fucking easiest thing to just move forward. It changes your way of dealing with people. It changes the way you move. It changes you forever. Like, I'm not even bullshitting you. It changed you forever. And I mean, that can go good or bad, but I'm just saying it changed you. It does. So when you're dealing with fucking narcissists, like, trust and believe. You ain't gonna walk away from that situation the same person you was when you walked into it. You're not. Because the tactics, the games is being played with you on a consistent basis. And think about this shit. Like, I'm thinking about this shit right now. Like, the effects that it would have on our children, on us. Like, the healing that would need to take place from the games that's being played all this fucking time. The shit is crazy. It's crazy. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up narcissism right now. Look it up. And you ain't got to go through a whole case. I'm saying there's so much shit out there about it because it's like trending. But I'm saying, like, I was experiencing this shit before it was like the trend. Like, I mean, I want to say probably like a few months, literally a few months before it became like a trend where everybody's like, he a narcissist, she a narcissist. Before that was like really like that thing, I had this experience. And I didn't really fully understand the time. Like, hey, everything unfolds in divine timing. I just follow my instructions, go ahead. I fought it, but I followed my instructions and I went on and posted what I was supposed to be posting. When I tell you, the shit is so fucking real. I wish I was making this shit up. Even then, I wished I was making that shit up. Because the person I was in with, like, I really fucking cared about this person. I'm like, the fuck, like, what? I wasn't even used to dealing with no shit like that. Like, man, look. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's that fucking deep. Because even if you're not used to dealing with this type of energy, it still can affect you. When I tell you I had PTSD after a fucking relationship, and it wasn't even like this motherfucker wasn't beating my ass, no shit like that. It wasn't no physical abuse or nothing. It was fucking mental and emotional, spiritual. That shit was like, it fucked with my spirit. That's why all my gifts and shit started coming online, even heavier and shit. And I'm like, and I'm trying to, and the thing about it is, like, you try to tell them, like, you can't tell a narcissist, like, no, well, let me tell you what my intuition is telling me. A narcissist gonna be like, intuition? Bitch, you ain't got no intuition. Like, that's how I'm telling you. Like, that shit ain't real. Intuition ain't fucking real. Meanwhile, they'll turn around and tell somebody else, like, yeah, I had a feeling about this shit, and da, da, da. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, because that's how it works. Their whole sole purpose is to make you doubt yourself. And when you trusting somebody like that, and this, I'm telling you, like, how it's so fucking related. When you trusting somebody like that to that degree, you like, well, I trust you, and I'm trying to take your word. You know, shit don't make sense. I'm trying to take your word for it. When you fed up this person fucking lying and playing you, this that part that make you move different. Because now, when you meet somebody else, or somebody else try to tell you something, you so fucked up from that shit, you like, I don't know if I should believe you. Because I believe this motherfucker, and I love the fuck out this person was lying to me. So it makes you fucking, I'm telling you, it makes you move different. It makes you move different. For real, for real. For real, for real. I can tell you stories and stories and stories about that shit that I dealt with. And a motherfucker would never believe, because a narcissist is different ways in front of different people. You know what I'm saying? So it's the experience I was having with this person, another motherfucker may not have been having that experience. So they looking at him like a totally different person than what I'm getting from him. You know what I'm saying? That's how the government is. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. One way, they one way with these people, one way with the other people, they one way. Like, I'm telling you. And you'll be trying to tell them, like, man, this motherfucker, these motherfuckers, they doing. No, they ain't. They ain't doing that. Because they got they flying monkeys out here covering tracks for them and shit. This shit crazy. Look this shit up. You think I'm bullshitting? Please don't believe me. Look it up for yourself on everything. Peace and divine love.